Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. My week's gone fast. How about yours? I specifically enjoyed the sunshine. Just a reminder, we miss you at All in One Fitness. We're crossing our fingers that we can come back soon. But in the meantime, I get to have my little live Facebook career. And hey, who over 50 really gets to do that? So I'm feeling pretty lucky. This is a plus. I'm going to go ahead and take a minute and get set up. It's not quite 9 o'clock. We're going to do supersets today, or we can call it a flip-flop workout. That just sounds more fun. We're going to flip back and forth between two exercises. And we talked about predominantly doing bands today instead of weights. I'll be showing options for both. But if you have a band, give it a try. Send me a hello and let me know that you don't have a band, or if you just have body weight, let me know and I'll be sure to include something. Doesn't hurt to send a good morning. Remember to get your tunes cranking. I don't want to pigeonhole you into any specific kind of movement. I hope everyone's hanging in there. I know that times are different and some days it just wears on you more than others, and then I know some who are really enjoying this. Not that people are dying, but just that the downtime, the quiet time, the lack of traffic. Who checked in? Good morning, Emily. No bands, but I'll still be showing weight options, so don't worry about it. Everyone ready to get moving? I am. Now remember, before you get moving, make sure you have your doctor's permission to do exercises of any kind. If I do something that your doctor doesn't want you to do, march in place. Do anything, keep moving, but don't do something that hurts in a joint. Elbow, back, knee. You're more likely to injure yourself than do yourself any good. I'm checking in to see who else is here. You guys get these lovely close-ups. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Lisa. Good morning, Margot and Fred. And Hortensia's in the house. She can let me know if that horn is too loud. Are your tunes cranking? Something to energize you. Why don't we start marching? Let's start getting warmed up. Pump the arms, lift the knees a little higher. There went my shoelace. You keep marching. I got a hair guy, I got a makeup guy, I got a tech guy, but no shoelace guy. It's a rough life when you have to tie your own shoelaces. March it wide. Lift those knees. 4, 3, march it in and out. In, out, out. Low, high. Low, high. Four, 3, one more. Keep it wide. 4, 3, 2, heels front. Pull those arms back. Flex the foot. As I'm bringing one heel forward, I'm bending that back leg a little. You don't want to lock your leg. We're going to get fancy in a minute. 3, 2, point those toes. Tap the toes, arms up. Any blood flowing yet? Mine is. Knees to the side, bring them to the side. You can be here or here. Open up those hips. Keep going, you stay here. I'm coming in to say hi to anyone else who has checked in. Are you having fun yet? Get those knees pumping. Tight core, body's not rocking back and forth. 4, 3, squats here, 45 degrees. As you squat, hips are back, weights on the heels, knees, hips, and ankles are in line. Excuse me, hips, knees, and ankles are in line. Don't let the knees drop in. Don't let them pass a toe. Check to make sure that you can actually see your toes. As we're warming up with these, you can start to go a little deeper. As you come up, I want you to squeeze your rear and your hamstrings to pull yourself up. We're going to be doing stuff today, and I'm going to say squeeze the back of your legs, squeeze your rear. The exercise will be more special. That's what you want to do, right? Yes, Janice, we do. 2 and 1. Lunge it back. Don't let that front knee pass your toe. Alternating, you can speed up a little bit if you want to. Shoulders and hips in line. It can be small. There can be no bend. You can tap the toe back. We're doing what feels good on your body. It's all about you this morning. I don't hear that in my household, do you? I'm quarantining with a 17-year-old. I think that makes me tough. Her 17ism came out yesterday. That and my dog got his front claws stuck together. That's what's going on in my house. Tight, tight core. Don't you wish we could do these the whole time? Rotate towards that front leg. Double check form. Make sure you're not leaning. Shoulders are in line with the hips. Rotate, shoulders in line with hips. Weights on that front heel. Anytime we're lunging, that back foot is there for balance. Weights on that front heel. You're squeezing your glute and hamstring. Feeling good. Glute kicks. Bend your legs. You can be here. You can be here. Look how I'm rocking back and forth. That's wrong. Squeeze the glutes. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Don't arch the back. Feel the love. You should feel like some blood's flowing, or you're a little warmer than you were. Good. Hug those knees. Bring them up. So that can look like this, or hugging the knees. If you're bringing your knee up, you're stretching the back of your body. With all those lunges, we stepped back and stretched the front. Exciting, right? Good to know. Go ahead, hold it here. Step back into a lunge. You're going to line up that heel and toe. Shoulders and hips in line. Heel and toe in line. Don't let that heel turn in. Lead the stretch with the back leg. So I'm not leading the stretch by pushing here. I'm stepping back further if I need to. Make sure you're not bending. Feeling a good stretch in the back of the leg. Squeeze your glute. You might get a stretch through the hip too. Come up onto that toe. Bend the knees. Tilt your pelvis forward to feel a stretch in the front of your hip. Bring that arm up. So I'm going to turn sideways again so you can see me. We're going to shift the weight to the back leg. There's not a big spread between my feet. Push your hips back. Don't arch your back. Don't round your shoulders. Place your hands on that back leg and sit back. Priority is keeping this leg right here straight so you can feel a stretch through here. If you're feeling it in your back, stop. So feet shoulder width apart, tailbone out, chest up, belly button through the spine, and roll it on up. Who's feeling good? Who's feeling warmed up? We have to stretch the other side. Don't worry, I didn't forget. So you're going to step back, bending the leg 90 degrees, shoulders above the hips, and press that heel into the floor. Shouldn't feel it in your back. Should feel a gentle stretch in the lower leg. Remember to push that heel out if you're not feeling it. Bring those arms up. Ta-da! We got up on Thursday. Come up to that rear toe. Drop your arms, shoulders and hips in line. Bend both knees, dropping your weight straight down. Squeeze your glute to push your hip forward so you're feeling a stretch in this front hip. Now we're going to shift the weight to the back leg. You don't want a big spread between your feet. Bring it in a little bit. Pull the front toes of the front foot towards your knee. Push those hips back. Bend your back leg and tilt the tailbone up to feel a stretch in the back leg, the back of the leg, the back of the front leg. That's a tongue twister. Feet hip width apart, tailbone up, chest up, belly button through the spine, and roll it on up. Heel jacks. You keep heel jacking. I'm going to talk to you a little bit. First two exercises. If you do have a band, it may or may not have handles. You're going to bring the band behind you and underneath your arms. I'm just turning sideways so you can see. Bending my arms 90 degrees, not like this, but like this. You're still heel jacking, right? I'm going to push. I'm going to squeeze my abs, squeeze my upper back, squeeze my chest, and push straight forward and come back. If you don't have a band, you get to do push-ups. Lucky you. Second exercise is banded jacks. I meant to do that. Standing up tall, you're jumping out and in, or stepping out and in. If you don't have a band, you're doing star jumps. You guys ready? 3 rounds of 40 seconds, flipping in between the two exercises. And we get a rest after 3 sets. Keep those heel jacks going. Grab your band though, and set up for that chest press. Around under your arms, tension at 90 degrees. So go ahead and grab your band. Let's start with the chest presses. Every band's different. I have a couple of colors here. I'm going to start with light. There's our horn. 90 degrees, everything's nice and tight. Squeeze your stomach. Engage your whole torso from your hips to your shoulder to stabilize as you push your hands forward in line with your chest. You're squeezing your chest muscles in the back of your arms. So I'm not pushing out and coming in this way. I'm pushing straight out and coming back. Soccer goal. No, it's not. If you're feeling pressure in your neck, I want you to roll your shoulder blades back at the same time that you do this. I know it's a lot to think about. That wasn't so bad, right? Feet are on the band for band jacks. Or if you don't have a band, you're doing star jacks or star jacks. You choose. Be careful if you're on the band that your toes and heels are in line. You don't want to lead with your toe. Oops, I got out of sync there. This should feel very centered around your glutes, around your rear. Standing up nice and tall, make sure you're not bending as you're holding the band. Aren't you having fun? Aren't the bands great? I mean, in push-ups and star jumps, if you don't have it, let's bring that band back around underneath the arms. Nice and tight right here. Pushing forward mid-chest. If you need more of a workout, you can cross your arms in front of your body as they come forward. Remember, push-ups are an option. They can be done against the wall. You know, the neat thing about a band, too, is if you can't come down to the floor because your shoulders don't like that angle, but you want to make a push-up harder, you can do band push-ups against the wall to create some tension. So many things. Who knew? Woo, band jacks or star jumps. 3, 2, let's do it. So you're here. Make sure the toes aren't turning out and the shoulders are in line with the hips. So if you have to lead with part of your toe or part of your foot, lead with your heel. Try not to make your body come over. Shoulders or hips are in line. The glutes doing the work. It can be little. If you're not getting a workout, drop that band and do star jumps. I meant to do that too. Very nice. Last round of these. One more round of push-ups or chest presses with the band. If you've got handles, you're choking up so you have that resistance. Remember, body position with push-ups. You're nice and flat on your knees or on your knees. If you're feeling pressure in your low back with the band, be sure you're squeezing your abdominal muscles and squeezing your upper back, kind of pulling those shoulder blades together. These bands aren't as cute and fun as they look, are they? Be sure that you control the band both ways. Don't let it pull you back. Last set. Star jumps or band jacks. Toes and heels in line. Shoulders up. Try and hold that band in the middle of your body if you're out here. It's not quite the same. It's not as special. You probably wonder what we're working. Or you can be here. Go Margot. Go Fred. Go Lisa. Go Janice. Go sisters. Go everybody. I know you're sad. We're going to have to do different exercises next. Ooh. Tight core. All right, you've got 30 seconds. Next set of exercises. You're putting one foot or both feet on the band. Hinging at the hips. Squeezing and doing an upward row. If you want more resistance, you can cross the handles and pull up this way. If your back doesn't do that, I'm going to have you stand up straight, squeeze your shoulders and pull back. Go. If you have those weights, you can be here or here. Squeeze those shoulders. I know, I said band-based. I'm getting back to my band. If it's too much resistance, You can put one foot on the band. Nice tight core though. Squeeze the shoulders to drag up. Breathe in and out, nice neutral head. You should always be able to hold a tomato between your chin and your chest. Very nice. Put that down. 4 knee lifts. 4 jacks. You can do some knees and some jacks, or do 4 and 4. Remember, you can be here, or here. Tight core. If you're jumping, don't jump on the balls of your feet. Get the whole thing flat. Make as little noise as possible when you're jumping. Feels easy without that band, right? I know, you miss the band. I do too. Not. But hey, we're back to it. Second set of rows. So now if either of these was hurting your back or didn't work for your body, you can also pull out. If you're hinging, make sure your body's flat though. No rounding, no arching. Tight core. If you've had any back issues, stand up. Squeeze your biceps. Squeeze your shoulder blades to drag your arms up. Don't just pull with the arms. It won't be as special. And only the best for you. I'm feeling the love this morning. All right. 4 knees, 4 jacks. That band either wants to be underneath me or not. So 4 knees, 4 jacks. Or 4 knees, 4 jacks. Or just knees. Or just jacks. Get your heart rate up. Whose glutes are feeling special after those band jacks? Uh-oh, I lost count. Good thing I'm not in charge of the timer. How we doing out there? Hopefully you're nice and warm. Class is 2 hours today. Not the same when I can't see your face. I know, that joke gets old. I have to start saying like 2 hours and 2 minutes or something. Let's go ahead and set up for those rows, hinging at the hips and rowing, or standing up straight and rowing. Whatever you're doing, you're instigating the movement from your upper back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. If you need more pit tension, you've got 2 feet on the band. Less tension, 1 foot on the band. You can even bend it or place it on something. I hope the sun comes out today. How about you? I mean, this will be up if you want to do it a second time. I wouldn't want to rob you of that. All right, last set of knee lifts and jacks. 4 knees, 4 jacks. Just knees, just jacks. You choose. You make it work for you. We want to bring our heart rate up here. Get the blood pumping. Get the endorphins going. Most natural antidepressant out there. So I've heard. Squeeze those abs as you bring the knees up. When we come to this break, I want to see some hearts or some flexing muscles or something to let me know you're working. If you're not working, send a sad face. Very nice. Grab a drink of water. All right, who's having fun? Me. Who knew a colorful little band could be so much fun? I did. Make sure that you are not that you're controlling the band though, and it's not pulling you. Be really careful, soft joints. You're going to stand on the band for this next one. Grab the band with both weights, nice tight core, and pull up and down. You're starting with tension at 90 degrees. Now if your body doesn't do that, you can pull up and do tricep extensions. The fun thing about this one is you kind of feel it in your upper back too. You want to do whichever way you feel the most resistance. If you have a really tough band and you can only do one arm at a time, go for it, because you know we're doing a second round. Core is tight. Nice. Go ahead and stand on your band. Feet are hip width apart. Come down to 90 degrees. Have resistance on the band right here. You're going to squeeze your glutes and the back of your legs to drag your arms up. So no movement with the upper body. If this doesn't work for you, you can do single legs. You have options. You're holding weights if you don't have a band. If you don't have weights, you're exploding. Squeeze the back of your legs and your rear though, nice tight core. You really want to squeeze your abs so that that back doesn't kick in. Very nice, not so bad, right? Setting up for those triceps again. You're here. Or here. You can do this one with weights. If you've got the band behind you, make sure that your elbows and shoulders are staying in line. Squeeze it. You don't want any movement in those shoulders. I mean, first of all, you might lose some hair. That wouldn't be good. Try and relax your shoulders. I know it sounds a little bit crazy. We're almost there. Just 6 more seconds. Now, if you just did one leg last time, keep all your weight on your front leg and pull up. If you were doing both legs and you need more resistance, cross that band or bring it up as you squat. Knees and hips are in line. They're not dropping in. Sitting way back, squeezing from my rear to push everything up. Arms are doing nothing. They're along for the ride. Breathe in and out. Who is feeling the love? I am. Are your glutes feeling good? Mine are. One more set of triceps. So on that band or with weights, elbows up and down, forearms up and down. Elbows and shoulders are in line. You're squeezing the back of your arm. You also can do kickbacks. You're challenging you. I'll do some of these. I want to play with everybody. Remember, make sure that that band isn't snapping you down. You're controlling it both ways. That's part of the fun of the band. I realize we are not all 5'1" like me, so this might feel more special for you. Neutral head, make sure you're not dropping that head. That was fun. It's break time. Can you believe it? No, it's not. Stand on your band. I'll let you know halfway through if you're doing single legs. You'll switch halfway through. If you're doing double legs, here's our final set of those squats. Controlling it both ways. The band is not the boss, you are. you sitting way back? Toe check. Can you see your knees? Ab check. Are you squeezing your stomach muscles to support that back? Smile check. You're burning more calories if you're smiling. It's another thing you're holding up, right? I like to believe that. Grab a drink of water. You're doing awesome. Drink of water. Let me know if you're working. It looks like no one's working. So at this point, I'm thinking that we're going to do all plyometrics instead of the next round. What do you think? Ooh, plyometrics. Okay. Why not? There's actually 3 exercises in this next round. We're doing good. 3 more seconds. We've got band pull apart with a reverse lunge. So now if you have weights, you're here. You're alternating lunges. Nice tight core. If you don't lunge, you can squat, you can lift a knee, or you can march. Bringing that band just below your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades, and committing to that straight arm position. Very nice, not so bad, right? Right. We've got skaters are next. There's 3 exercises in this next round. Skaters. Who's having fun? Go, go. Or here, or here, or here, or here. Bring that heart rate up. If your glutes have had it, stay in the center. High knees. Get those arms going. March. Bring that heart rate up. It's a glute day. Almost there. 3 more seconds. Very nice. All right. Grab a weight, or if you're going to use your band, you're going to stand on your band. You're going to squeeze your abs and drag that band up. As I rotate to the left, my right heel is going to go out so that I'm not twisting my knee. Squeeze your stomach muscles, don't just pull. You can also do this with a weight. It doesn't have to be a big motion. Don't get everything swinging. Controlled. Nice straight arms if you're doing this. It's arms, not core, and that's not cool, right? Right, Janice? Very nice. Let's switch sides. So if you're doing it with the weight, you're here. Otherwise, you're holding that band. Shoulders stay above the hips, and I'm rolling around. Make sure you're not bending. Squeezing the stomach. That band might not go all the way up. What's important is controlling it on the way down. If I go up here and it pulls me down, I probably just hurt my back. You don't want to do that. Squeeze the stomachs. Imagine you're doing stomach. Imagine you're doing a crunch. Small rotation. If the knee's going, the heel is going the opposite way. So important. Are you having a good time yet? I know that I am. All right, arms to the side. Just the right side. Squeeze your abs. Squeeze them on the side to bring your shoulder closer to your knee. We'll switch partway through. And then we're coming to the floor or chair. Go ahead and switch sides. Squeeze that oblique. Make sure you're not just bending down. It's controlled. Try and pull your hip towards your rib cage towards your hip. Shorten that distance. Very nice. Come on down to the chair or the floor. If you're in your chair, you're sitting in a chair like this, leaning back and doing sit-ups. If you're on the floor, you're doing those belly busters, squeezing the abs, keeping the shoulders and hips in line. If your body doesn't do this, you can be right here, do both legs, single legs, have them up here, right here. You want to challenge your abs. Only 13 more seconds. If you don't come to the floor and you don't like chair abs, jog in place. Keep that heart rate up. Why not, right? Very nice. You're lying back. Weights on your heels. You're squeezing the back of your legs to push up into a glute. If you're vertical, you're squatting or doing knee lifts. We're holding this. And come on down. Grab some water. How are we doing for time, guys? Ooh, we have time for another round. I'm jazzed. Are you? Are you warmed up yet? I don't know. I don't know if Emily's warm yet. I know how she loves those star jumps. I heard Lisa really likes the band jacks. I'm pretty sure you do. Fred, what abs are you doing? All right, guys, let's do one more round of those exercises. Are you ready? Are you? Somebody is. I like it. And I'm on the wrong thing. Keep those feet moving. Keep your feet moving. Let's start with the band pull-aparts. So arms slightly further than shoulder width apart, and alternating lunges or alternating knee lifts. If you have your weights, you're holding here. I know I wasn't clear, but let's start. You go. I'll join you. Don't worry, we're shaving time off of that. Squeeze those shoulder blades. If you're feeling it in your neck, you can do one arm at a time. You can bend your arms a little. Or you can take a break and just do the lunges. Or just do the knee lifts. Whatever you're doing, big distance between your shoulders and your ears. With no masseuses open, we cannot afford to get stiff necks, can we? Nope, we can't. I'm just going to agree with myself. Very nice. Skaters. So you've got skaters for your glutes, curtsies for your glutes, going straight back. If your glutes have had enough, bring those knees up. That actually stretches them. So you're here, you're curtsying, you're here. If you're hinging at the hips, make sure you're not rounding. It's a nice flat back. Slight reach across, not a big twist of the body. We're so close. Then we're going to grab that band. So you've got a weight or a band. You're going to start by hinging. So if I had a weight, this would be my weight. I'm hinging here and I have resistance. I'm going to squeeze right here, to drag up. I'm not coming all the way over. Core tight, legs slightly bent. If you feel this in your back, take a breather. We're going to stay right here after this. Squeeze the middle of your abs. Keep your shoulders above your hips. It's a controlled motion. You don't want to go fast here. Wood chops. You've got your weight. If I'm chopping this way or your band, as my knee drops in, my heel goes out. Nice straight arms. Again, squeezing the stomach muscles. This should feel special with the other one back to back. Further away from your body your arms are, the more work it will be for the core. If this just feels like nothing, choke down on that band. Just make sure you're not doing this as you come over. So my shoulders are always level. And the rotation in my body is coming from squeezing my core. All right, switching sides. So using your weight for this, or your band. Not a big motion. I practiced that. You're coming to the side, squeezing right here and coming up. Squeeze all your stomach. So you're right here, you're squeezing your stomach like you're doing a crunch or a belly buster as you engage in the motion. If you just do this and you relax your core, you won't get everything that you could out of it. And hey, time is money, right? One day we might be allowed on those beaches. Besides, strong core equals a pain-free back. Very nice. All right, everybody come down to the ground. Woo, no, don't. Wow, I really need the 40-minute class to keep my mind straight, don't I? Wood chops. As my left knee goes in, my right heel goes out, squeezing the abs and dragging. It's normal to feel this in your shoulders a little bit. I hope you're working hard. I hope you're having fun. Lots of cardio in Tuesday's workout. Got to make room for that Taco Tuesday. Core check. Nice. Come on down to the ground or your chair. So you're sitting and doing sit-ups with leg lifts in a chair, or you're doing belly busters on the floor. This is it. Time, it goes so fast. So you can be here, shoulders in line with hips. You can use your hands, just kind of roll back onto your elbows and come back up. You can do single legs. If you feel it in your back though, just come on back and do crunches. There are no ab exercises you should feel in your back. It should all be stomach. I know I use nicknames. I can't help myself. Keep going. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Roll back and grab your knees. If you're sitting in the chair, round yourself around your knees. Hold that stretch. You have earned it. Zach is in the house. I hope everyone's having fun. All right. You can stay on the floor if you'd like to, but I like to do stretches in a chair so that everybody can. Have a seat and open up your arms. Send a comment. How'd you feel about the bands? Was it awkward? Do you want to mix in? Like I said, lots of cardio with some resistance. On Tuesday, round your shoulders and drop your chin to your chest. So you should feel a good stretch in your upper back. And bring those arms up with your right hand. Touch between your shoulder blades to feel a stretch in the back of your arm. If you don't feel it, I want you to put your hand just below your elbow and push that arm up. And go ahead and release that stretch, and let's do the other one. Arm up. If your arm doesn't go over your head, you can bring it across and push up. Now the bands really tend to get us across the chest here. When we're controlling, coming back, when we're pulling and coming back. So I want everybody to open up their arms. If you're here, your core is tight, you don't want to arch your back, and you're not feeling that stretch, lace fingers behind your back, roll your shoulders back, and pull the arms up. You might just be here. What matters is that you're feeling the stretch through here. Stretching is the best. All right, go ahead and turn it sideways. We're going to stretch that calf again. So I want you to step back, line up that heel and toe so that you feel a stretch back here. Now remember, if your body doesn't do this or you just don't feel it, you can come to a chair or a wall. Get your heel nice and close to something straight that won't move. I'm going to hold my chair. I don't recommend this position. I would prefer like a wall or a couch. And then I'm going to keep my legs straight and push my hip forward. Really important to stretch your calves to avoid shin splints and plantar fasciitis. I mean, all we have these days are our walks, right? Don't want to lose those. Let's stretch that other side so you can step back with that other leg, leading the stretch from the back foot, not the front foot, making sure the heel is not turned in, but out. Or again, you can get that heel nice and close to a wall. The closer it is to the wall or the chair, the more dramatic of a stretch it's going to be. We tend to do this, which will take away from the stretch. Push your hips forward. A stretch should feel like something that needed to happen. It shouldn't feel super painful. All right, come back and have a seat in your chair. We can't do those band jacks and not stretch our glutes. So go ahead and extend your left leg. Bring your right ankle across your left leg. Pull that knee up. Sit up nice and tall. And hinge at the hips so you feel a good stretch on the outside of the hip. If you aren't feeling any of these stretches, definitely let me know. I want to give some other options. I don't want you to miss out on the best part. Let's go ahead and switch sides. Straighten that left leg. Bring your right ankle across and bend that knee up. Sit up nice and tall. If you're putting pressure to push the leg down, make sure it's above or below the knee, but never right on the joint. If you still don't feel a stretch here, sit up nice and tall and hinge at the hips. Lots of abs on Tuesday. I know, promises, promises. Go ahead and come back to, you can sit or stand here. Put your arms behind your back. Sit up nice and tall and tilt your head away. We've got Fred being our class man to represent us. Every class I've ever taught seems to have one guy in it. So you should feel a good stretch through your neck. You don't want to lean. You want to do this. Straight across and tilt the head. Come back to the center and tilt the head. I'm sorry, Zach. I know that you two are a man, but you're my son, so you don't count. I mean, you do count, but you know what I mean. Tilt the head back to the center. And we're all going to stand up on 3 with a big woo. 1, 2, 3, woo! So I'm going to stay on for a minute. I want to know how everybody felt about the workout, if you liked the bands. Position of the bands is confusing. All right. I think that we'll maybe weave 1 or 2 bands in, but stick with the weights, and that way everybody can get a good feel for it. How was that? Did you work hard? Nobody worked hard? I worked hard. Have an amazing day. We miss you at the gym. I will see you Tuesday.